Looking around me, seeing all you've made. I'm staring right into your eyes.
Hey friends, Ransom and Michaela here.
Hello.
Yeah, just excited to connect with you guys. I know it's been a bit of a time since our original video, and so we haven't been right on cue with getting these out, and so bear with us as we start to go through this process. But yeah, we're excited to chat with you all today and just share a little bit more about our story and our experience too, being recently married. So
Yes, we are recently married. We've been married for about 6 months, and it has been fun. I wouldn't trade it for the world, but also it has been challenging at times, and we have definitely had to put our selfish ways and certain desires behind and really just be patient and learn a lot more about one another. And I don't know, babe, how you feel, but I've enjoyed learning, even though it's been difficult at times. It has helped me grow as an individual. So we just wanted to share that it has not been easy, but
yeah, I can attest.
people are probably gonna be concerned after watching
Yeah.
this video.
No, I think that's one of the things, and I think honestly, I think it was told to us too, to both of us when we, when we sought out advice prior to getting married. We were told that it wasn't going to be easy, and that there was going to be challenging times, and even in the midst of like being newly married, there's just going to be a lot of season of uncovering of yourself and your partner, and really discovering so many new things, both internally and then just relationally too with your partner. And so yeah, I think it's unique because I don't think we were fully aware about how difficult it was going to be, even though we had that
We had counseling.
we had the counseling, we had wisdom from parents and siblings and cousins and friends,
pastors.
yeah.
But I think we want to share a little bit with you our story and how we truly believe our love story is a miracle. And yeah, we just want to give you a bit of background of how we kind of came together. So I'm from Los Angeles. I'm a city girl all the way. I mean, honestly, I haven't been in nature too much at all. So that's where I'm from. I'm an artist, I'm a choreographer. I really enjoy creating and all things that have to do with just artistry, creativity. That's me. And Ransom.
And I'm a farm boy. So I come from an entirely different world than Michaela. I'm originally from Minnesota. I grew up in West Central Minnesota on a farm. Yeah, we could maybe show it up on a map in here, and you guys would be like, wow, that guy, he's from the middle of nowhere. But yeah, so that's where I grew up. I actually attended college at the University of Minnesota in Minneapolis. So I did move to the big city when I went to college. So I spent about 7 years there with college, and then post-grad, like starting my career. But yeah, it's been a unique transition too for me now as I've moved out to LA, and yeah, just I guess have immersed myself in a whole new world, a whole new culture. But it's been amazing. So
Yes, so we're going to address the elephant in the room. Obviously, I am a black woman and Ransom is a white man. And so we have that cultural difference as well. Not that we paid that much attention to it when we first started dating. And how did we start dating? We met in 2020 during the pandemic online on an app, for the Christian dating app called United Young. And I say that because it's not a very popular one and not many people know about it. And that is very special and unique to our story because neither one of us were necessarily looking to date someone outside of our region, but there's not many people on the app. And so after both of us, I guess, ran out of the people that we could connect to within our region, the app automatically connected us, even though we were miles apart.
Yeah, and it's unique for me to look back to that experience because, I mean, I know for Michaela, she was talking to some people around the country, but I was talking to a number of people around the country, and yeah, it was a unique time.
Jeez, how many?
only like 3 or 4. It was a unique time. Just our world had come to a complete standstill at that point, and honestly, like, I had more success dating in the pandemic than I'd ever had before. That's the other thing too, is Michaela is she's my only girlfriend I've ever had. So
that is true.
She's the one.
That is true. I wish I could say the same. But so we met, during that time, and we dated long distance just through FaceTime for about 5 months or 6 months before you decided to come to Los Angeles to meet me for the first time. We met in person, and then from there we kind of thought we actually do really like each other. The dating online was a success, and so he and we made it official, and we started dating officially, boyfriend and girlfriend, long distance, for another 8 months, I would say, before you moved to Los Angeles, which was a big transition for you.
Yeah, it was. I was excited to make the move though too, because I don't know, God had kind of been, I think, prepping me to some degree for our relationship, because I for a time had really been wanting to make a transition out of Minnesota, and I love my state, I love where I'm from, and it'll always hold a near and dear place in my heart, but I really kind of was wanting to just get out and like have a new experience and to spread my wings. And so yeah, I wasn't thinking Los Angeles. That's the funny thing. I definitely wasn't thinking LA. That's probably too far out there for me. But here I am.
We live in LA, by the way. Ransom moved, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but I would say for me, being single, I'm his first girlfriend, but I was single for about 6 years before I met Ransom, and so I was really longing and praying all the things that we do, just believing that I would meet my husband soon. And he just came at a time where I wasn't necessarily expecting him to. I was still hoping, obviously, but when I met Ransom, I kind of had felt like I was at the point where it was like, I want to be married, but if it's not the season for me right now, that's okay. I'm gonna still have faith. I'm gonna still work. I'm gonna still live my life to the fullest and try to be the best person that I can be. And so I was excited, and I was really happy, obviously, but yeah, it kind of happened really quickly. I feel like both of us were ready to be in an intentional dating relationship and knew where we were going and what we wanted. So yeah, one of the things that Michaela and I always talk about too is like sort of the setting in which we met, because we were primarily just FaceTiming one another, and so that really set the stage for us to just honestly always having like really, pretty detailed, intimate conversations. And so I don't know, I mean, just one of our word of wisdom to people who are going through that dating process, and you're hoping to meet a spouse or connect with people, is to really be intentional about the conversations that you're having, and to be thoughtful around what you're conversing about, I guess, and really be intentional about getting to know other people. Like it's fun to go out and have fun experiences and go to the movies, right, and go to the beach and do all that stuff, but make sure
that when you are, when you are pursuing someone, to really be taking that time to really get to know them. And so
Yeah, we were
had that
asking
time.
very intentional questions. But then obviously you go through seasons, right? So that season was really inquisitive for both of us, getting to know one another. And then when you moved out here, it was like fun times. We got to spend a lot of dating in person and going out and having different small adventures here and there. And it was just a lot of fun to be in the same city. So I feel like we really enjoyed that time.
Taking Michaela to the beach for the first time. And
Well, I've been
taking
to the beach,
Michaela
but like
on a hike
a
for the
different
first time.
experience yeah, hiking, all of the things that I probably wouldn't have done if I had not met Ransom. But I also so I went to art school in Seattle, and I felt like throughout my upbringing, in small ways, I was kind of exposed to being outdoors and doing things that are like nothing compared to what Ransom is used to. But culturally, I feel like I was in small ways exposed to a different way of living. But I didn't necessarily dive into that like full force. But fast forward, you proposed to me in May, and we get engaged, and we were engaged for about 6 months before we got married, or maybe 7 or 8.
Probably more like 9.
Oh wow, yeah. So we were engaged for like 9 months. We got married in January of 2022, so the beginning of the year. And then I feel like layers, probably after the 3rd month, start to peel back, and you get to learn more and more about just the person that you've decided to spend the rest of your life with. I think the fact that we're from, again, the obvious reason, being from Minnesota, me being from LA, there's already cultural differences there. Just big city, small town, how we interact with family, how we interact with people, just in general, friends, all of that is different.
Yeah. But I think the other thing to realize, and what we both have realized, is that like even in our our time and our opportunity to explore one another's space and really get to know one another's different experiences, like even though there are those cultural differences, like at the end of the day there's so much that we can relate upon too. In amongst our families, in amongst our friends. Like at the end of the day, like we're all human. We're all living life. We all love to connect with people. We all love to, have fun and have fun adventures. Those don't always all look the same, but we're all like moving in, just charging on in a similar direction. So, that's been something that's fun to like see as well. Like even though people live in Los Angeles or they live in New York, or I'm from a small town, and there's things that you can still relate on with people no matter what. So
I think through it all, one thing that we're so happy about is that we were intentional in our conversations, and we knew for a fact that God and faith and how we viewed the world with that perspective of having faith in God and having a commitment to being part of a church community and going to church and developing that sense of community and that sense of just worshiping God in that way, allowed for when things happened in our marriage, and we've only been married 6 months, so people that have been married longer than us are probably like, just you wait. But the challenges that we have had, both of us, I think, know for sure that our identity, who we are as a couple, not only just individually but together, is found in Him.
I guess, it's probably without saying that is really the crux of what brought Michaela and I together, and what we really saw in one another, was that heart for God and that heart for people. And so I think just for us to be able to lean back on that and to have that strong faith in our Creator and our Maker, and to know that we have someone beyond this relationship, who cares for us, who you know, is there for us, who will never let us down. Like that is, yeah, just something that we just carries so much weight in our relationship. So
Yeah, and I would just say that for me personally, I know it can sound cliche or just like we get so familiar with hearing, oh yeah, like put your faith and trust in God, but honestly, the surprises that hit your life that you're just not aware of, like we said at the beginning of this video and telling our story, we were so enamored with each other and we did all of the work, like prep work that people say, like do as much as you can to know that you're marrying the right person. Both of us know that we married the right person and the one that we felt like was for us, but still things happen where you just have to turn to God. Like there's no other explanation, there's no other person really to turn to. He is the one that gives us he's our foundation, he's our peace of mind, he's our ability to even communicate. And so I think right out the gate sometimes it can feel like it's us that's doing the work and that's why we have a great marriage, but really it's the gifts and the abilities that God gives us and has poured out into our lives to be able to live a great life and a great married life. So we just wanted to share a little bit of our story with you all, and we hope that it encourages someone.
yeah. And if not, well,
we just shared our story.
we just shared our story. So.
Yeah.
But we thank you guys for, you know, listening. Hopefully, you know, some of this is, you know, insightful or at least intriguing for you. And we just love you guys. We love your guys' heart too, and so we're thankful for all of you as well.
Thank you. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe down below. We love you. Can't wait to see you next Thursday. Bye.